Yo, what's good, guys? This is your boy AP. I am back with another video. Today, I'm just going to jump right into it. We're going to talk about this Jaylen Brown trade disgustingness, okay, and how people are viewing him. And before I get into this, I need to state that I'm not like a big Jaylen Brown guy, okay? I'm not a number one fan. I'm not a Celtics fan. I'm none of that, okay? But I know basketball, okay? So the stuff that people are saying is kind of insane, okay? So Shams claims, I'm reading a little bit off of this Yahoo sports article by The Spun by some Anthony Sports, I think. I don't really know. Not going to look too much into that. I'm not reading the whole article. I just want to read this little part of it. But Shams claims that the Celtics want at least 4 first-round picks in order to part ways with Brown, right? Fair, okay? Because of the stats he averaged last year and just in his career and how he's been. Anyways. And then Bobby Marks was told by NBA's analytical guy that Brown is viewed as the 7th best player on the Celtics. Okay, listen to this quote. This is Bobby Marks talking about whoever he talked to. Ready? There's mixed feelings about him when you talk to teams. The analytics of Jaylen Brown is not good. I had one, not an executive, but an analytics guy say, yeah, we view him as the 7th best player on a team. And then Bobby Marks said, I was like, holy crap, what are we doing? Yes, same, Bobby. What are we talking about? This is the same guy that we're talking about that averaged 28 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists last year for his team when they were supposed to be garbage. Everyone had them probably not even making the playoffs without Jason Tatum, and this man carried them to his 2 seed. Like, are we just not all here? Are we not okay with our brains? Now, I understand there are some analytics of this game that in basketball in general that are good, that are a good measure of everything. It sometimes shows people how efficient they are and all that, but like when you get into like the advanced analytics of this game, I think most of them are stupid. Now, maybe I'm being ignorant because I don't know all the advanced analytics of the game and stuff like that. But if your analytics, if you're an NBA team and your analytics guy has Jaylen Brown as the 7th best fucking player on the team, getting the fuck out of here. What are we talking about? I'm going to repeat that for the people in the back. If you're an NBA team and you're the GM and you're watching this, which I don't know why you would be, but if you were, and your analytics guy, whatever fuck you're paying him for, has Jaylen Brown as a goddamn 7th best player on a team, what are we doing? The only way that would ever happen in the NBA right now is if you put the 6 best players in the NBA on one team and you could, okay, so yeah, obviously he's the 7th. What the fuck are we doing? 7? I'm a Cavs fan. You put him on our team, you're telling me he's the 7th best fucking player? What are we doing? He didn't say, oh no, like some teams he's like the 2nd or 3rd, and like he can't be number 1 guy on any team. That'd be different. If we're talking he can't be the number 1 guy on any team in the NBA, still would argue with you, but we view him as the 7th best player on a team. That's the quote from this analytics guy that was talking to Bobby Marks. What are we doing? I'm not going to do it because that's absurd. But I could go down every team and tell you that there might be only 1 to 2 players on each team that he is not better than in the NBA at all times. Because statistically, too, and I get that's not all analytics are, it's not all what he averaged and stuff like that. I get there's a little bit more into it, and that's what he's going into. But I usually like to play devil's advocate. Like, okay, yeah, like, well, Jaylen Brown did this, and I'll play devil's advocate to the analytics guy. Fuck that analytics guy. What are we doing? I wanted to have like a serious conversation about this, but the more I'm like seeing it and saying it in my head and like reading what this guy actually said, I hope this wasn't real. Like, I genuinely hope this wasn't. And I saw Lowe, I believe, tweet something about how all the Celtics fans are going to turn on him. I haven't seen too much of that because I also haven't been on Twitter a lot, but I've heard it happen. It's happened. And now everyone's kind of like trying to get him out of here. Guys, let me tell you something. When you guys won that championship 2 years ago, who was your Finals MVP? Don't care. It was Jaylen Brown. Okay, helped you win a championship. You guys were supposed to be probably out of the playoffs this year. Where'd you guys end up? Oh, my fault. Yeah, 2 seed. Right. Who was that thanks to? Oh, yeah, the guy who averaged 29, 7, and 5 for you. Yes, I forgot. Let's get rid of him. I'm seeing trades of him. We're trying to trade for him for Donovan Mitchell or Evan Mobley, and I'm like, which this is coming from a Cavs fan. I love Donovan Mitchell. He's one of my favorite players to watch. If we could just swap them, bro, it would probably be better for both, but it would also be better for us. I would be happy because you know why? Because we'd have a two guard that can play both sides of the ball at a high level. Okay. Would I be very sad? Yes, as a Cavs fan, of course. But I'm also not stupid. And this isn't saying this. That was definitely a pure fit thing. I'm not saying that Jaylen Brown's better than Donovan Mitchell, but fit-wise on my team, I would take him. And I feel like a lot of teams in the league need a two guard that could play both sides of the ball at a high level. Now, there's teams in the league that needed Donovan Mitchell, too, 110%. With that being said, also, 7. This guy said he's the 7th best player on a team. What analytics are you doing, bro? Because at that point, you're just thinking too deep into it. You got to get him out of there. NBA teams, whoever that was, you got to get him. You got to get him out, okay? Because at this point, he's making up his own analytics. I just, yeah, some fan said on Twitter, I'm wondering what analytics guy they used to determine that Jaylen Brown was the 7th best player on the Celtics. Also, yeah, I didn't even think of that. That means he views it. He must have looked at like, even the Knicks, bro. Even the who, we can all agree if you're watching this, the Knicks are a very well-rounded team. Jaylen Brown's the best player. I would say he's got an edge over Jaylen Brown. Jalen Brunson is the best player. Sorry, I'm getting confused. Jalen Brunson is the best player. I would have him a little over the edge of Jaylen Brown. Might be recency bias, but he's a better offensive player, and he led his team to championships. And it's kind of fair that I have recency bias. Cat, OG, Mikal, Josh Hart, they're very high level of what they do, correct? Even then, you put him on a championship team that just won the championship that's very well rounded, that we all can agree that is very, very well rounded, especially in the starting 5. You put Jaylen Brown on as the 2 guard on that team, he is the first or second best player every night on that team. So the fact that and this is not even no, I'm not gonna. It might sound like I am, but this is no shade at Jason Tatum. I've been saying it for a while. I have a Celtics friend, who's a Celtics fan, who I talk shit all the time, and yes, it's joking a lot of times too. But I always say Jaylen Brown's the best player on the Celtics. I have for a while. Now I get there's discourse about his left hand, He does a lot of, he does have some crazy shots or whatever like that. But you don't have a championship in 24 without him, quite literally. And I get Jason Tatum still very like. It's the same thing with the Celtics. 7th best player on the Celtics is disgusting, but you can have a debate about 1 and 2. It's probably varies. It could vary every night, right? It makes me wonder, like, give me that guy's job. Just let me work for an NBA team and I'll just say shit. I'll make up numbers, be like, oh, yeah, he's not that good. We should trade him. If it's that easy, I'll do it. Let me work for an NBA team. Cavs, call me. I'll make you trade people all the time if that's how easy it is. Like, yeah, I ran these analytics. What analytics? Oh, don't worry about it. That's how the conversation had to go. If the Boston Celtics or whoever's GM is talking about these analytics, this is how the conversation will go. I'm the GM. Hey, so how are the analytics about Jaylen Brown? Yeah, I ran these ones in there. Which ones? No, don't worry. These ones though, and it shows that he's the 7th best player. How'd you get that? Dude, chill. Don't worry about how I got it. Just believe me, I'm an analytics guy. Just trust me. All right. So what'd you say? Yeah, he's the 7th best player on most teams. Huh? Right there. GM, cut him off. Get his ass, fire him. Get him the fuck out of there. Not just like you need to terminate his job. Whatever his job was, terminate him. Fire him. Actually, don't even make that position available anymore. Make it so that he ruined that for the entire team for the rest of its organization's life. Okay? Get him out. Or hire me. I'll take the position. I'll just say, yo, the way he only ran 1.2 miles this one possession, so he's the seventh best player. Like, are we just spewing random shit? Okay, now before I go on a super long tangent, that's where I'm going to leave this. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment down below if you haven't, and let me know what your thoughts are on this situation. Make sure you sub if you haven't. Road to 1K. It's been your boy AP. I'm out. Deuces.